so it's not, like, if
How
we
about
turn
like
this around. So it's not.
What do you mean? Oh. Well. Okay, let's try this.
There we go.
All right, guys. How's that? Well, now we got the seat in here.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your little... Oh, yeah. Hey, guys! We're just getting the camera set up. We were having some technical difficulties. Thanks to all the replay viewers who are coming to watch this. There we go. How's that?
A
Get
little better?
that a little better. We did it! Okay. We're live. Heartland's starting. We're going to watch it here with you guys, too.
We don't have cable in here, actually, so we're watching a version that's on the computer. So we might be a little behind or ahead of you guys, I'm not sure. Alright.
So, yeah.
So welcome to our very first ever Heartland Periscope.
Official Periscope.
I'm very new to Periscope. Graham's a little bit more seasoned than I am, but we're getting it figured out.
Yeah, so you guys have questions, you can be on Twitter, and you can use the hashtag #ILoveHeartland. We're going to have a little iPad here. We can check those questions. We're going to watch the show with you guys, and for everyone else that's not, who has seen the show or who's yet to watch the show, hopefully we won't spoil it for you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we'll be answering your questions and watching the show with you. And I don't know if you can tell, but we're in the Heartland living room right now, too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, you can kind of see, you get a sneak peek, you see that it's not a real house.
Yeah.
As you can see the lights up above there.
As you can see right there. Fingers really long. So we're watching the opening credits right now. That's what we're seeing right now. Amber's putting the saddle on the horse.
Dust.
So, any clue on new episodes in the U.S.? Well, Publicist. Any clue on the new episodes in the U.S.? I don't know if you heard that, but our publicist says that we're still trying to find a broadcaster, and as soon as we do, everyone on social media will know.
True.
True that. So now we are watching Georgie, and she is chatting, talking.
So
and here comes Amber.
So excited. It was pouring rain that day. So now, who here is watching this live on TV right now?
Yeah.
Is there anyone from Calgary watching this live, or from? Okay, you're from
Toronto,
Vancouver.
Where's it live right now?
In
Saskatchewan.
Oh, Saskatchewan.
Yeah,
right,
Manitoba. Right. Who's from Saskatchewan? Yeah, please tell us where you're from right now.
Edmonton,
Texas.
Manitoba. Okay. So you're watching live. So what part is that right now?
If anyone's watching this live right now, tell us what part you're seeing. San Diego, Newfoundland, Calgary, Ottawa.
All over the place.
Maryland, Manitoba.
Oh, cool. That's easier to see.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Cool. New Jersey, Australia. Awesome, guys. Thanks for joining. Coming from all over the world. So this is Periscope, and we answer your questions and also watch the episode together with you. So hopefully this goes well, and if you have friends that aren't watching, maybe you can let them know so they can join in. Just finished in Ontario. Well, what'd you think of the episode? Did you like it? Hopefully. What else we got going on here? Sydney, Liverpool. Well, anyways, if you guys have questions, please let us know. We have, like I said, the hashtag #ILoveHeartland on the Twitter. You can write a question there. We can answer it. Hopefully we don't disrupt your viewing experience in Manitoba and Saskatchewan.
That's true.
If we're disturbing you, then just
on the East Coast to Ontario, it's awesome because you guys have already seen the episode, so you can ask us questions about it. Anyone kind of to the west of Ontario is going to have to either watch it with us or is going to have to just kind of, hopefully we don't spoil it too much.
Someone says, how did you like the meet and greet today?
It was great. Were you there?
Are there any new characters coming this season?
Oh, yeah. We have some really interesting new characters. Not sure what I can say.
Yeah, how much can we say?
But
yes, we do.
There's a very handsome new cowboy coming onto the show. I can say that. We've already met Adam, right? We met Adam last week. It's a new character. there's a few guest stars and things, but as far as new reoccurring roles, we've got Adam and then the
Brooke AAX44 says, "Yay for Cowboys." Lots of people from Texas. Someone says, "Did you buy a Tesla yet?" Oh, I wish. I wish.
Does Jack get a new horse? Oh, okay.
Will Lou and Scott like in the what does it say?
Well, I think will they like each other
like in the books. Oh.
I'll
give that one to you. Go ahead.
It's funny. I thought that there would be some really good Lou and Scott scenes coming up, but there isn't. So maybe that's in the future.
But there's something else with Lou that's coming up that is good. I'm not going to spoil too much.
Yeah.
It's hard to kind of give you guys like exciting things without spoiling the.
Till Lou and Scott get back together. You realize they were together like 9 years ago. It's a long time ago. Is the actual horse that played Paint okay? Yes. His name's Cletus. He's quite old. He's in his 20s, and he had knee problems and a lot of arthritis. And so we decided it was probably best that that horse be retired. So in the story, what better story than poor Jack losing his beloved Paint? So the real horse did not die, but in fact he is quite old, and that was the whole reason that they decided to retire him.
We got a question here from Dale Smith. Will Ty and Amy be looking for a ranch in the future? Thank you, Dale Smith, who is TextDale on Twitter. Will Ty and Amy be looking for a new ranch in the future?
Why do I get always pass the question?
I don't know. You're really good at them.
I'm sure they will.
Good answer. Way to go. Okay. Yeah. What is your favorite place to film, Amber?
Heartland Ranch, for sure.
Like
actually,
in the studio or on location?
No, definitely not in the studio.
We're in the studio now. Just for all the people who don't know, this is actually in studio right now. We're not actually at the place where we film all the exterior scenes.
Yeah. So there's, for those of you who don't mind the world of Heartland being shattered out of reality,
which I just did. I just crushed it.
The Heartland house is not a real house. It's just a facade that we created for the show. So that means it's just exterior walls. There's actually no living room, nothing that you see here in the real on location. So this is our studio. It's in a giant warehouse, and we built all the interior sets. So the vet clinic, the loft, the barn, the attic, and of course this set that you see here.
Yeah, it'd be cool after this to take. Just said it.
No, that would be cool.
We got from Ham Chop or Hammy Chop on Twitter. She says, "How do you cope when it's so cold out that you can see your breath and you still have to act?" Well, thanks, Ham Chop or Hammy Chop. Well, Amber and I were doing a scene once. I'm gonna go.
We've actually done a scene more than once.
Yeah,
but there was one time.
Remember that the truck, Ty's truck
in High River.
In High River, it was so cold. What was it? -30, 40?
At least.
Yeah.
Well, it was also -40 when Lou and Peter got married.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and I was in a dress and heels.
Oh, wow. Well, anyways, when it's really cold like that, for me, my face is frozen. So acting is just literally me saying words, and like I can't really express any emotions or what's going on. So it's just really.
It definitely, the weather makes it difficult.
Yeah, it's really challenging.
Yeah, and we're pretty
lucky.
lucky.
We're not supposed to play the cold too.
No, we're pretty lucky that we do get to film outside for the majority of the year, but that also comes with weather problems. Actually, in this episode that you're seeing, the one day when we're at the race, and there was 2 days we were filming that, but the one day it was pouring rain and hailing for the better part of all of the day, and so we were going in and out of the tents and trying to keep from not looking like drowned rats. And some of the scenes you can kind of tell that it is pouring rain, but for the most part the camera hides rain.
Yeah.
You can't really tell. If it could be pouring out and you won't see it on camera.
And that's with the lenses, the way they organize the lenses and stuff. You can make it look like you can't see the rain. It's not in focus, so it doesn't show up on camera. Is there going to be a season 10? Well, that's up to you guys.
Keep watching.
Your comments, this right here, you guys pushing that little heart button, when you tap the screen, those little hearts come through, and we can see that. And all these little things kind of come together with the viewers, the numbers when you watch the episode, your comments on the official Heartland blog, and your participation with the show really kind of gives everybody up top a sort of good idea of how popular the show is and whether it's going to renew or not. So it's in your hands.
It says, yes, season 10. We don't know if there's a season 10. So, yes, keep watching.
Yeah. We got another question here. I'll pass this to you.
Okay. From Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
Either one of you ever had to do a scene that was really hard for something, or hard because of something that happened in your real life?
Oh.
Yeah, not off the top of my head, but I do know that the episode that just took place last week with paint having to be put down really, really affected a lot of people because, there's a lot of people that have been in that situation. And, yeah, I think for me, I've never been on set and been like, oh, this is really difficult. I don't think.
Yeah,
because of something that's...
a hard question.
Because you don't really think about it until you're...
Yeah, I've had moments where, I've had days, where I'm like not mentally, something's going on in my life and it's mentally challenging to kind of get into the scene. I remember one scene I was shooting once and I was upset about something and I thought, oh, I'm supposed to be angry in the scene, I'll use this. And then I was in the scene and I couldn't get my lines right and then the camera guy would give me a cue to kind of, cheat my body a certain way or change my angle to the camera. And I couldn't remember some of these things, so I had to kind of like deal with my personal stuff, get that out of the way, and then be fake angry in the scene. So, here's another one from Julia, or Jules13. What was your first reaction to when you got told you got the part on Heartland? Thanks, Julia, for that question. My reaction? I went, oh, what's a pilot? I was like, cool, what's that? I never shot a pilot before. This is my first pilot. So I was like, oh, this is cool. And you don't know. I mean, like Sean Johnson told us, there's a lot of pilots that get made, and they never go.
Yeah.
Nothing ever happens with them. So that's what my agent kind of said to me, was like, this is just a pilot. So I was like, cool.
Yeah, you think of it as a week-long job, and that's it, basically.
Which it was. Well, how long was it?
Yeah, it was 10 shooting days. But for me, I was actually filming another pilot when all of the auditions went out for this role, and I got back, and my agent said, I need you to send this audition out right away, because they're trying to find someone that goes to camera next week. And so then I sent out a tape, and then I found out the next day that they wanted me to fly to Calgary in 2 days, so I had to pack all my stuff and head there. And same thing, I didn't think of it as being cast into series. I thought of it as a test pilot that I was going to go and have some fun and then come home, and really didn't think about it being a long-term thing at first.
Yeah. Someone said on there, what we got here? How many days do you film each episode? How many days does it take to film each episode?
14 days for a block, so 7 full... 14 right now. 15 for however many. Okay.
Yeah, 2 episodes.
Yeah. So 7 full shooting days per episode.
What is your favorite ride on any horse, and who was it? What was your favorite horse to ride? On the Heartland horses. Mine's Sugarfoot, even though I've never rode. If I could, that would make a great episode.
I don't know. I love doing new things. I love doing all the Liberty stuff with the horses. I have been enjoying all this cool, like, Georgie trick riding and Roman riding stuff. And yeah.
I like riding the motorcycle I have too, which I finally get to ride again this year. Excited about that.
From Michaela, it says, awesome meeting you today, Amber. What is your favorite part about being on set? I think for me, I absolutely love being able to film outdoors in the most beautiful locations in Canada. So I think that I love this show just because it does give us the opportunity to be outside so much. There's a lot of studio-based shows where you're inside a studio every day, all day, for months at a time. Yeah. So that's my favorite thing about Heartland, is that we do get to film on location and we get to be outside and enjoy all the seasons.
Someone asked on Periscope here, how do you get through emotional parts of the script so if there's an emotional scene and stuff, and you get really emotional, the character Amy's crying. How does Amber act it and then kind of come back to life, come back to herself?
Right. Well, I think the biggest thing is that none of this is real. So you can choose, and everybody has a different style of acting or how they're going to get into it. You can either choose to go to that place that makes you upset internally, like actually, or you can pretend. That's what I do. I don't think of anything negative. I just pretend that I'm sad, and it seems to work. So I don't have to get in and get out of it. I can be laughing and then cry and then be laughing again. So I don't know. It doesn't ever affect me.
Alicia's really good at that too. Alicia Newton, like amazing how she can just flip the switch. I'm a little different. If I can't sort of get into it, I have to visualize what it would be like to be in this situation, or I envision somebody who's gone through this, and I think about them watching this episode or them watching this scene, and I think about honoring their journey or what they've gone through. Sometimes when Amy went blind, I was like, I've never been in this situation before. I don't know how to react to this. So I thought about maybe there might be someone out there who has been through this scenario and what they may feel like. So I just kind of envision that and kind of take that on. And then so same for you, that when the scene's over, it's like, well, that's, it's just fake. It's just make believe. So hopefully I did a good job. Will you come to Vancouver and meet and greet? Who's the biggest prankster on set? Vancouver. There's no plans right now to come to Vancouver. Unless, do you have plans to go to Vancouver?
Nope. Not right now.
And the biggest prankster, I think it would be like Chris Potter.
He's the biggest jokester. I don't know. He doesn't really do pranks.
Wayne's a prankster. Script supervisor.
Yeah.
Wayne? Yeah. So Wayne is our script supervisor, and he keeps track of the script. And if we're saying all the right words, we picking up the glass at the same time and drinking, the dinner scenes. Because when they have multiple cameras, they have to make sure that all our actions match. Because sometimes if you don't match, then we'll drink in one cut, one angle, and then they'll move to another angle, and then we'll drink again, and it'll look like we're just drinking so much water.
Or we'll have like a piece of meat on our fork, and then it'll cut back, and we'll have a piece of lettuce. That doesn't cut very well. Okay, Susanna, what is your guys' favorite episode or moment on Heartland?
I liked racing in the bathtub. I liked riding the bull. There's an episode coming up actually this year with Ty, Tim, and Jack. That's was actually really fun to shoot. We're out on horses. Oh yeah, on my Instagram there's a photo of Sean, Chris, and I on horses, and that's from that episode. So that's coming up. That's another one of my favorite moments. I won't spoil what happens, but that's a really good one too.
Because you don't get to ride a lot.
I don't get to ride that much, and when I do, I'm like, okay, finally. So it was good too because I got to run around, and it wasn't like ride from A to B and say your line. It was like just go and play the scene. So it's good. How about you?
For me, I love trying new things with horses, and I still go back to Liberty stuff because it's my all-time favorite. But favorite moment this year, I can't wait for you guys to see Amy and Ty's loft. It's beautiful, and they did such an amazing job with it, and it's a really cool dynamic to see Amy and Ty living together, not in the trailer because I know we've seen that, but to have their own space, and it's kind of shows what their taste and their characters like. So I thought that's pretty cool. Will Amy get to drive a motorbike?
Well,
Not this year.
Yeah, you learned what was it? Not last season.
That was like 4 years ago.
4 years ago, right? 4 years ago, she got to ride a motorcycle. Yeah. Why don't you talk to writers about that?
Yeah.
How about in one episode, Amy drives and Ty rides in the back with his hair flapping in the wind? Do you own a horse, Graham? I do not own a horse. I do not. How's Remy, Amber?
Good. China's here. Remy's at home.
Where's China?
Somewhere.
China. There she comes.
Hey, Amber and Graham. They're asking about your sister, actually.
Can you hop up there? Look.
Come up.
Can you see?
I can't see anything
There you
because
go.
there's a bunch
Can
of
you
questions.
see? Look, everybody's wanting to ask about you.
They're asking about your sister. They weren't even asking about you. Are you surprised at how well Georgie has fit into the Heartland family? This is a good question because Thank you again. I know when Mallory left, there was a lot of very, very upset people. And Jessica, who played Mallory, she wanted to go move to LA and wanted to pursue further career, and that's her choice, and we're very, very proud of her. But we needed to find someone who could kind of fill that younger demographic that had some spunk, had some edge, and I don't know who better than Alicia Newton. That girl is the most talented young individual I've ever worked with. She's so professional. She's so good at what she does, and she's now become an avid horse rider herself, and now owns a horse and is
riding every weekend,
every day after
every
work.
Day, right?
Yeah, so she's really kind of taken on the character as well. And because I know the first year she'd had a little bit of horseback riding experience, but not a whole lot. And so now she's jumping and she's out every day, and she just absolutely loves it. So, yeah.
I want to know what you guys think of this Periscope. Someone asked that about do we like this Periscope thing? And I just want to say, what do you guys think? So leave your comments on Twitter and stuff. Use the hashtag #ILoveHeartland and let us know what you guys think of this. If we do this again, what would you like to see differently? What would you like more of? Let us know so we can improve this for you and make it a better experience.
This is a very good question for you.
Oh, this is a question for me. Was it awful to shoot during all of the wildfire smoke in August, or were you in the studio? This is a question for me because I have severe allergies to dust and hay
and horses. Everything.
And yes, my lungs close up and I can't breathe. So I try to limit my time in the barn and around hay. But when the smoke came, same thing happened. So it was very difficult, and I went home. I had to go home, and then we had to shut down production. It was just for a day, wasn't it? Yeah, just for the day, because the air quality was pretty bad, and a couple people like myself were suffering from the lungs.
Smoke inhalation.
Yeah, seizing up. So yes, it did affect us.
We were out at Heartland during the worst of it.
Yeah.
So it was pretty socked in, like you couldn't see across the yard. That's how thick the smoke was. I think a lot of people posted photos around that time of how it looked, but yeah, you could stare right at the sun and you couldn't even really see it. It was just like a little faint glowing.
Yeah, it was creepy. It was like a creepy movie, like the zombies are coming. Scott's gonna bring me another question here, and from Sarah Martin. Where do all the animals in the vet's clinic come from?
My house.
Well, Amber actually brings. Yeah, well, it's true though. There are a lot of animals. Yeah, so you probably know this better than I do. Where the animals come from?
Yeah, so we have a team of animal wranglers and coordinator that is basically in charge of finding all of the animals we use on the show. So the horses, the dogs, the cats, anything you see. So usually they will call me and say, "Hey, can you bring in a couple cats and a rabbit and a dog and a this and a that?" And we try to switch it up in the vet clinic so we don't always see the same stuff. So they'll just go around and they kind of have friends who they know that their animals are good and well-behaved and quiet. Because that's the biggest thing is we can't have a cat sitting in a cage going, meow, 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 the whole time.
I had a good story about that.
Because then it's going to be over our dialogue. They want to add that stuff later. So we want the animals to be completely quiet, and then they can add sound effects of cats barking, dogs barking, cats meowing, all that kind of thing. So
good story about that specifically was we were shooting a scene the other day, and there was some I can't tell you because it would spoil the episode, but there was some Caleb and Ty are there, and we're in the vet clinic, and there's some interactions going on, and then the scene, the end line of the scene is kind of like a shocker, like it's like oh, and there's a cat in the background, and when we did this, the cat went after that line, the cat went. It was it was really funny. It worked right with what we were doing, and so Carrie James and I, we couldn't keep a straight face. We posted on that. But yeah, normally they're pretty quiet, and you'll see this episode. We just shot it, so that was episode 14. That happened. So if you're wondering, what was he talking about? Episode 14.
Graham, do you have any pets?
Do I have any pets?
You had to think about that.
I was going to try to come up with a funny answer, but I don't have any pets. I'd like to have a dog one day when I have a more stable place to live. What's your favorite thing to do on your downtime?
Well, downtime. What is that?
What is it?
I don't know. If I have time just to do whatever I feel
like to read, and I'm this is kind of, I don't know if anybody, this will be funny for a lot of people, but I'm doing this training. It's like cold showers, where you take cold showers every day. That's really fun, actually. It's
like you actually take cold showers? I
take cold showers. Why? Because it's supposed to be really good for your immune system and your body and all this stuff. So there's this course that I'm working on right now doing that. And so today I had a cold shower for an hour and a half.
That would wake you up.
But it was fun. I like learning new things. And just, yeah, exactly. It wakes you up. I like learning new things, reading, traveling. Yeah, stuff. What happens to Mrs. Bell?
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens to her. Sorry, I missed who asked that question. But yeah, nothing happens to her. Hopefully it was here.
Yeah. The thing, Anna Ferguson, who plays Mrs. Bell, she lives in Toronto, and she's quite elderly. I don't know if I can say that nicely. And so travel is a little difficult for her because she doesn't want to be going back and forth all the time. So that's one of the reasons that the character hasn't been here. But in the story, nothing happens.
Amber, I noticed you have a new necklace. Yes. What is that about? Can you explain?
Were you prompted? This is just a new...
Why? Because you normally have a horseshoe one, don't you?
Yeah, so these are all kind of my line of necklaces.
Oh, okay.
And
how new is this one?
Hot off the press yesterday.
Oh, snap! You're first, Periscope.
You are very observant, Graham
Well,
Wardle.
I'm gunning for your Publicist gig.
Yes. Ooh. So watch for this.
Do you have
coming
any
up.
Plans to go to Manitoba?
Nothing right now. I don't know. What about Cruise? Is Cruise with a Cause going to venture out further?
Who knows? Cruise with a Cause might come to Manitoba. Have you been to Manitoba?
Mm-hmm.
Megan Falls coming back?
Oh.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Nothing that we've seen this year.
Nothing we've seen this year. Will Ty and Amy, or Amy and Ty, I should say, have kids.
Whoa, you just wait.
Wow.
We're covering this right now.
Yeah, we're actually, yes, these episodes. Yeah. We can't say yes or no, but basically that topic is right now. Again, we don't want to spoil this.
Where's Chet?
Can you get a tour of the
home?
set? Yes, you can get a tour of the set before Publicist lets us. I don't know. I hope you guys want that. If you don't want to see the set and you don't want to ruin the reality of it,
well,
stop
you're already
watching
kind of
it.
like, you can see that this isn't done. No, I did that purposely.
Oh, you want to see up there?
See? We're in a warehouse.
Don't look if you want to keep the reality alive. Yeah, there's no roof on the Heartland house. And you can see the lights anyways up there. Any plans on coming to Ottawa?
We had a signing in Ottawa.
You did?
You were there.
I have a bad memory.
It was in a mall.
It was in a mall?
Yeah, it was during Winterlude.
Oh, is that where we walked along the wall? Yeah. Beaver Tails? I have a bad memory because when I was in high school, I had a couple concussions. And sometimes, right after the concussions, I had trouble remembering people's faces. And I spelled my name wrong in the test in the English class. My teacher made fun of me. I blame my forgetfulness on that. Do you guys read and reply to fan mail? If so, I missed the last of it.
Let's go fast.
I know, they go really fast. Yes, I have recently got through another chunk. Amber, I know, is much better at it than I am. She has a system. She's very good at that. Gordon, where do we send it? Fan mail.
Just, if you head to either the Heartland website or my website, they're up there. I have my own fan mail box, but I will also get stuff that gets sent to Heartland. So. Where is Sugarfoot?
Oh, yeah, and if you do send fan mail, write whoever you want it sent to on the outside of the envelope, yeah. So, if you just say, like
your return address, make sure that it's clear on the outside of the envelope.
Yeah, and who you wanted the letter to go to. I can't remember months from concussions. Yeah, concussions are serious. There's actually a good movie coming out Christmas Day, I think, with Will Smith called Concussion. It's all about concussions in football. Oh, yeah. And, well, sort of, yeah. I get a head injury in one of the coming episodes. Is it next episode? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Episode 6.
Tell them what we were allowed to say about episode 6.
Okay, so episode 6 was a lot of fun for me, and I think journey together, and there's a bald eagle in it. So we actually did get to work quite closely with a very loud bald eagle, and we ended up having to do a lot of ADR for that.
And we could do the voice of bald eagle too. You should ask her to do it. She's really good at it. She did it earlier, so if she doesn't do it, then
maybe I'll do a special tweet of my bald eagle.
But yeah.
Anyway, so ADR, I just mentioned that. You guys might not know what it stands for. Additional dialogue recording. And we have to go into a sound studio and we have to reenact what we said, because the original dialogue was probably not usable because there was a loud eagle or a horse or a train or really any type of noise over top of it. And so when we did a lot of ADR for that, because the eagle,
pretty much the whole scene.
The eagle was always screeching, and I said he sounded like a seagull, so it was quite distracting.
But it was really cool, and what was really fun, remember when the shot where we're walking towards it, remember that? And we were like, we were kind of like sensing the eagle, because he could tell that we were coming closer to it, and he was like, puffing up his wings, trying to look big, and it was really cool because he's a wild animal, and just to
he wasn't actually wild. The trainer brought him in.
Right, but like he's not. Eagles, unlike horses, aren't, I guess, as used to humans probably. Mm-hmm. So it was just cool to be around him, and I think you guys will really enjoy that episode too.
And something different. We see so much of horse problems and things like that. That's one thing I love about showing the wildlife reserve is that we could. And in this episode that you guys are watching right now, or are going to watch, or have already watched, there's a coyote puppy.
Yeah, and Chris directed the next, that eagle episode as well.
And I was just watching it because we have it up here playing, and every time he comes on, I'm just like, oh, he's just adorable.
Sugar for plot ideas. What's your favorite scene you have done?
I really liked the Dark Horse audition.
Yeah, that was cool.
518. Oh yeah, I didn't have a concussion like you.
My favorite scene. I've had a lot. I think my favorite scenes are ones where we're doing action. Oh, the scene where Caleb flips the table and we fight at the bar. So here's a funny story about that. We did one take, and Kerry James, he was very focused on making sure that table flipped. So when he did it, and we got all the cameras set up and we're ready, okay, and action, and he flips the table, he ripped the table off the base. Everything popped out. And he threw the table towards the camera, and the base went flying, which was not planned and was not supposed to happen, but it looked amazing.
Carrie loves to get really emotionally involved in, especially stuff like that.
Yeah. So that was one of my favorite scenes to film because it was just chaos and fun, and then it was like cut, and we're still like fighting. And, so action stuff like that is obviously really fun to film. Google,
did you change your hair because you had to or wanted to?
I wanted to. I wanted to change my hair. I thought the Justin Bieber sort of swoop was getting old, so I wanted to update to his new haircut. Didn't quite get it, but I'm still working on it. I don't sing too. Someone asked me if I sang, and I can. Well, I can sing. It's just not very good. You know that app, this karaoke app? You ever seen it? Okay. Anyways, there's that karaoke app. I'm sure some of you guys know. You can sing with like famous people. I tried that. I failed miserably.
And when is the Toronto Royal Winter Fair? Next weekend. So come on out Saturday or Sunday.
Robert Gray from Facebook would like to say, Graham, the word coyote is pronounced coyote. In Alberta.
Okay, actually, I'm really glad you brought this up because I had to go in and ADR all of the times I said coyote because apparently nobody says
she's
coyote.
About this.
Oh, because I was mad. I was like, nobody says coyote. Who says coyote? People
Everybody
from
else
Toronto.
But,
so I had to go in and say.
Okay, well, how do you guys say it? How do you guys say it? Do you say number 1 coyote or number 2 coyote? Someone said I do. I don't know which way they say it, but anyways. Robert Gray,
coyote.
We apologize. We wish we could do a show just for you and have it.
And for me, because I'm with you.
I mean, I've said coyote before, but I never understood which one was which. So I guess that's just how you pronounce it here?
Well, I think
Or is it more like
I think country people pronounce it coyote, and city people pronounce it coyote. Because anyone in Ontario that's from the country says coyote. Anyone from Alberta that's in the country says coyote.
Now, is this across, like if you're in BC living in the country, would you still say coyote?
Is there country in BC?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding. Yes, I think it's, I don't know, that's what I think.
Okay.
Alabama is coyote, they just said.
Good question, Robert. And hopefully we clarified that for you.
So in the episode, you will only see coyote, because I had to correct it all.
Can you guys come to Owen Sound? Where's Owen Sound?
Near Toronto. We will come to Toronto. Yes, we're coming. I'm coming to Ontario next weekend.
Will we hear Amy sing again?
Not this year.
But maybe right now.
Yeah, there's been no...
You call me on my cell phone. We were singing that song earlier. Not stuck in our heads.
It wasn't till just now.
When will you be coming to California? I'll be coming there in January.
Will you?
I'm just doing a road trip down there, yeah. But not for like a signing thing. I mean, if you bump into me, of course, I'll say hello. We can take pictures and have a good time.
That question's come up a few times. What camera do you use for photography?
Oh, I just use my iPhone 6. Yeah, it's good. You know, cell phones got really good cameras on them now. You take really good photos. And, you know, I do a lot of sort of, what's it called, photo editing, or like, you know, adjusting things. Amber has an iPhone 6 as well. That's what she takes all her pictures on. I don't know. Do you take all your pictures on? Yeah. When is the actual signing in Toronto, Amber? When are you going to be there?
Yeah, so this coming Saturday and Sunday at the Royal Winter Fair. 3:30 is I don't know these things. It's on my website. Go check it out.
There you go. We have a whole team of people around us right now, and they're just like got questions and things, and they're trying to get us to say the right thing.
What does nearly 500 people mean?
There's 500 people watching right there. Yeah, and guys, if you did the tapping of the heart thing too, it helps. I don't know if you guys use Periscope, but when you tap the screen, you send a heart, and that helps the Heartland on CBC Periscope account just to get recognized so that other people can watch it and more people can enjoy it.
Cool.
So when you do tap a heart, that helps promote the channel and also shows that you like what's going on.
Cool.
So that's what the hearts are. If you're wondering what those little colors are in the corner there. What about Tim? Anything about Tim?
Oh, Tim's got some really good stuff coming up, actually.
Yeah.
There's, even in this episode, it's really funny. I was just watching Tim's working on the loft with Ty and with Peter. There's some funny stuff. He does a really good job. And Chris Potter, who plays Tim, directed this episode and the next episode.
Yeah. I love the show. Well, thank you. I'm glad you love the show. We traveled to Wisconsin.
Okay, guys, as far as the travel comments go, because there seems to be a lot of will you be here, will you be there, the Heartland website has lots of upcoming stuff, and so does my website. I don't know if...
My website does not exist
Okay,
right now.
well, we will always post if we're coming somewhere, so instead of asking every city across the world, just go check out the website.
Yeah, any sort of visits or things that I'm sure you...
It'll be
posted.
It'll be up there.
So you guys can follow. I mostly post my updates on Twitter and Instagram and stuff, and when I get my site running again, I'll be on there as well. And I'm sure on your social media and your website,
Correct.
that's where...
I had a signing
Focus
today
details.
in Airdrie.
Yes. How's that going?
Okay.
It was good? Yeah. I saw a picture of you with a baby on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. Kissing babies.
What's your favorite book?
I don't read.
Amber doesn't read.
I don't.
That's why
I
I'm
don't
reading
know
the
how to
comments right now, because she can't actually read. Favorite book?
Do you like llamas? I have an alpaca. Does that count?
I recently read a book called A More Beautiful Question, and that was a cool book. It's all about asking questions and not trying to answer them right away. Just ask a bunch of questions. You know, if you're trying to
To
figure out
yourself?
yeah. So like you're like, what do I want to do this summer? And instead of trying to answer that question, you say, what could I do this summer? What would be the most fun to do this summer? Who would I want to spend this with? You just keep asking questions, and it's teaching your brain how to ask better questions. Because if you have a good question, you'll get a good answer. But if you have a bad question, you can only get, sort of okay answer. So I recently read a book called A More Beautiful Question, and I loved it. So that was the latest book I read, and I loved it. So I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's a good one. We got a question here coming from Twitter. David
So,
Sardi.
when is Amy getting her own truck? Good question. I don't know. Lorenz, when is Amy getting her own truck?
That's Heather. Heather's watching.
So, okay.
Heather, are you watching this?
Coming in a season in the future. Amy gets her own truck.
Yeah, we don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't happen this year. So...
She's going to get a moped. Is what she's going to get.
Yeah, maybe Amy needs a motorcycle.
Or a Segway. Would Amy get a Ford or a Chevy? No, we can't say that? Okay, well, someone asked it. I don't know. I don't think it's... Okay, when are Ty and Amy getting out of the trailer? LOL. Laughing out loud.
If you can see the episode coming up, we have, like, it's almost done. And is it 6 or 7? Okay, 7. You will get to see the loft.
That's,
unveiled.
Ty and Amy will be moving into the loft. Same guy that asked the truck says, coyote is plural, coyote is singular. But bam!
So, coyote pup makes sense.
Is correct. Coyote is plural. Wow, I didn't know that. There you go. Thanks, David. I mean, I hope that's true. I hope, David, you're right about your facts there. I don't know. That's great, though. Now we got that cleared up.
Like goose and geese.
What is your favorite experience? Not necessarily scene, but what is your favorite experience
on
from the show?
Oh, okay. Experience. Oh, there's more good questions over there. I like getting to do new stuff with horses. I always find that.
Yeah, new things.
And doing stuff that you might never do or never even think to do in your real life. That you, like racing a bathtub down the road. I don't think you ever would have done that in your real life.
Never would have done that. And it was awesome. And it worked, too. I don't know if you guys know that, but when we were driving it, we were actually driving it. Like, that thing actually built it to work. And I think it's actually in the studio still.
Yes.
Yeah, we might be able to go find it after this. You should see it. I hope Ty and Amy have kids this season. Me too.
That'd be a really fast pregnancy.
Sarah Martin says, would you like to do a crossover with another show? If so, which one? Hashtag I love Heartland.
Crossover. Like as our own characters?
I would think so, yeah. That's what it means.
I think that would be a lot of fun. I wonder if it would almost take away the reality of the show, though, if we were... I guess it depends which... Like, it would be really cool if, say, like, Amy went on a talk show as herself, talking about working with horses.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of thing. Or if...
I was gonna say, like, CSI. Like they come to you, the horse whisperer, to figure out, like, a crime scene. It's like a CSI episode. Our publicist just said something ridiculous. We're not going to repeat it. Just not going to go there. Does Lou and Peter get back together?
Oh, have you read the last book?
No, I've only read 17. Did you read 18? Is it 18 now?
No,
oh,
but
okay.
I was thinking about 17. Yeah. Just you wait.
It's good. It's good. It ends really good. It
Mm-hmm.
ends like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Will you have another meeting in High River?
We just had one.
We just had one.
We were there a month ago.
Yeah, but will you be back again?
Not this year.
No?
Not that's planned.
Supernatural. My head exploded on that show. That was fun. I got attacked by a demon or something. Yes, I am married. When will the USA get the show back? We talked about that. We don't know, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not up to us. We don't have any control over who airs the show.
From Heather? Well, for Heather. For Heather
So
Conti,
Heather's watching right now.
who is our showrunner.
Yes, so she's...
Mastermind of this show.
Yes.
So this is from Tanya Flynn. Since Lisa is part of the family now, does she ever get a designated family stone on the fireplace? Hashtag I love
Did that ever happen?
I don't think so. Not that I remember. And I'm assuming Tanya probably knows that we didn't do that. Good question. And that's a question, not necessarily for us, I guess it would be for the writers and Heather. If that's an episode that we can work into the future, I'm sure she will give us stuff. Yeah,
no, it didn't happen.
No, it did not happen.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
You guys have probably watched the episodes a lot more than we have. Was the race going on right now? Is this actually what's happening? No?
Somewhat.
Yes? No?
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. Everyone in Manitoba and Saskatchewan that are watching currently.
And Ontario and
who have watched it, yes.
already seen it.
Hopefully we're not running too much for everybody out west.
Chocolate or peanut butter, both together.
I like peanut butter. Or if it's raw chocolate. I like raw chocolate.
I like any kind of chocolate. Why do you keep asking about Sugarfoot? This has been like the 40th time you've asked about Sugarfoot. He's not here. What's your favorite horse that plays Spartan? Probably Stormy, who plays mostly always Spartan, and you see him on this episode tonight, playing Spartan.
So, yeah, guys, what do you think about this Periscope thing? Do you like it? Is it working? Is this fun? What would you change? Let us know. I said this earlier, but I want to make sure that you guys can say what you like and what you don't like. You said it's the best. Well, good. I'm glad you like it.
It's fun.
If there's anything you guys want more of or would like to do differently, let us know too, because that helps us improve this for you, so we can do more.
So can everyone here see all the questions popping up?
Yes, they can.
Okay.
Yeah, they can see all these questions. And on Twitter as well, please use the hashtag I love Heartland, and any comments or thoughts about this Periscope you can leave there as well, so that we can take those into consideration and make this better for y'all. They want Jack on Periscope. Well, we will let Sean Johnson know that people want him on Periscope. He's just got an iPhone. He's learning how to use it now.
Yes. There's actually a really funny correlation between Sean and Jack, and this year Jack gets a smartphone, and coincidentally the exact same time that Jack got an iPhone, Sean got an iPhone, so they're both kind of learning
does
together.
Jack get an iPhone?
Yeah,
That's
that's the
cool.
whole story. So now Sean's learning with his character.
I think some don't understand what Periscope is. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I asked that question before we started, who was going to watch and who didn't even know what Periscope was. And some people didn't know what it was. So if this is your first time, welcome. This is Periscope. You write comments and tap the screen to make little hearts. Those are the hearts that are streaming up in the corner here.
This is interesting for me because I've never Periscoped other than when Graham had it a little bit on Cruise of the Cause. But I didn't see, like, you just kind of pointed it at me.
Whoever's doing the light green hearts are tapping quite a bit.
Yes.
You're just going crazy, and there's some pink in there. So when you log into Periscope, when you tap the screen, you get a color. So that's your color. So whoever's tapping that green color, they're really going at it, and they're really helping us out. So thank you to the green.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Ashley coming back. We don't see Cindy Busby this year.
Unfortunately. But she's a lot of fun to be around.
But you never know.
You are very cute, Graham. Oh, thank you. So are you. So are you. Remote 12. But that's not even a real person.
My 4-year-old is tapping green. All right.
4-year-old.
Well, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Red Hearts, thanks.
Will Tim
Great.
get married? Does Tim get married?
We can't say.
Right, we can't say.
There's some really good stuff right now with Tim. Tim gets possibly, I don't know. I can't say.
Why are there never interviews with Chris Potter?
Oh, there are.
Yeah,
Aren't there?
he came to the season 8 finale in
Yeah, and when we all sat up
Toronto
in the
there.
chairs on stage.
He came and that was, I think that was live too. I think that was on the website. So he does do stuff. It depends on where he is. I don't know if he's in Calgary right now. He actually probably is back in Ontario. But yeah, if he's in town and we're doing another Periscope, we'll try and drag him in.
Are you going to do the set tour? Are we allowed to do a quick little?
Yeah, everyone's nodding their heads in agreement.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to see the set, and see, you know, the
And
behind
it's
the scenes.
not real.
If it's not real, then just turn it off because we don't want to spoil it for you. But we will show you around as much as we can.
But okay, this is one of my favorite things. I'm just gonna, if you guys all go that way for a minute, I just want to show.
Just
So
tap the screen.
how to? Oh yeah. Okay, so it actually sort of looks like, and it's blown out, so you can't really see it right now. I'm gonna go over there, but it kind of looks like you're looking outside, and sometimes.
She's going rogue. She's going rogue with the camera.
Sometimes when we're in here for a long period of time, I actually do think that we're looking outside. Can you guys see that now? It's kind of adjusted, and it sort of looks
good, right?
like
Here,
we're looking outside.
Watch this.
But
We're gonna do a scene right here.
see, so you can't really tell, and if the cameras are down like this, it does. It looks like you're looking outside.
Hey, are you home?
Oh, hey, Ty!
Oh, hey!
I don't know why I'm talking like this. But really, like, doesn't that look real?
Yeah,
Only
pretty good.
it's not. But don't worry, I know a lot of people, they get really upset because they think that there isn't actually a real Heartland outside, but there is. This is just the inside part. So it's a backdrop that totally wraps around so that we can do that, and then we can come in. Okay.
Sorry,
so
guys.
I will take you on the tour as if, or actually Graham will take you.
Come to the house. We're just going to do a tour of the house right now. Don't leave the house. Yeah.
Okay, we will not leave the house.
So our fridge is open, and we have some stuff in here. It's kind of messy. It doesn't really look like it because everything's kind of uppity and around.
Uppity and around.
You know. But this is our bulletin board where everything that's happening in Heartland gets posted here.
Mhm.
This is where we're doing the Periscope. We're all set up. Our living room.
Famous Heartland living room.
This is Jack's little fishing tack.
Fishing tackle.
So
Yes, this is where he ties his flies.
he likes to put feathers. He thinks that will help him catch fish.
Well, that's how you tie flies.
With a feather?
Oh.
Oh, I've never tied a fly before. I don't know.
Yes.
How do you do that?
You take. Okay.
You show me.
Okay. So this is your little.